couple of quick warnings from my initial use of the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. The drone is caught in a spin and I'm in spotlight mode of active track, which means that it's supposed to keep the camera on me no matter what I do while I'm flying. Well, when I start rotating the drone, it gets stuck like in a tailspin. It made about 12 revolutions and I couldn't get it to stop. It slowly came out of it on its own, but that seems buggy. And it lost me. It is no longer tracking me. In smart tracking, they have what they call spotlight mode, which is supposed to keep the camera pointed at you no matter what you do when you're flying, so you're free to steer the drone around however you want and the camera will continue to be focused on you. And every time I tried this, as soon as I tried to steer the drone, it would go into a spin and get stuck in the spin. It was like a goose dying in Top Gun all over again. This happened multiple times and it took close to a minute for it to stop spinning. It completely ignored the controls. It completely ignored my attempts to get it out of the spin. It just came out of the spin by itself eventually, but right up to that, I felt really helpless. Like, I didn't know if it was just gonna spin off into oblivion or come crashing down or what. I was trying out the intelligent flight modes, and one of them is called Boomerang. I would get the little green square on the screen and then push go, and it would count down and then nothing would happen. And I tried multiple times and the drone just sat there. So it seems like Boomerang, for whatever reason, is not working. To be clear, all of these other nifty quick shots worked. It was only the Boomerang when after I clicked go, it just didn't respond. This has never happened to me before. I've had the Phantom and the Phantom 2, the Phantom 4, and the Mavic, and now the Mavic 2 Zoom. It was recording to the drive on the drone itself by default until the hard drive of the drone was full, and then it asked me if I wanted to start recording onto the SD drive. So everything prior to that was not on the drive. I'm sure you can change those settings, but my point is that that's never been the default before. It did not record to the SD card that I put in. And then there's the back propeller legs. They don't fold down smoothly. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to push them into place, but they're rubbing against the body. So it stops there. I'll do it again. Stops. Stops. It's like it doesn't fit quite right. I have to push it to get it to go further. Is it the end of the world? No, but it doesn't seem quite right. It just doesn't seem like as clean of a fit as the first Mavic. And then I noticed that it didn't sit in my camera bag as nicely as the first Mavic. The propeller blades just kind of seem like they want to pop out all the time. I'm not sure what's going on, but it just doesn't seem as clean. Oh, and the other thing was the zoom. When I watched the videos online, it made it seem like the zoom was incredible and you could get these effects where it seemed like you were crazy close without being close. Well, the zoom is not all that. Here's what the zoom looks like. I know I'm being a little picky considering it's a tiny little Mavic, so it's a cool zoom. It's just not what I had been hoping for. So be warned. Just a couple of very quick things that I noticed in my first time out with the Mavic 2, and I'm curious if anyone else has experienced this or if maybe I got a dud.